Hello there, guys and gals. It's Pearl Jr. here. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing great and wonderful. Well, before I start with Michael News, I like to thank, let me see. Her name is hard to remember how to pronounce. I like to thank, oh gosh, you didn't put your name on the card. Oh, here's her name. Hold on the package. I like to thank Svetlana. Svetlana, she sent me gifts before. Beautiful, beautiful gifts. Well, she sent me this for my birthday. Look at this. It's a beautiful scarf with butterflies. Can you guys see the butterflies? Look how pretty that is. It's absolutely beautiful. And it looks kind of like that dress that I had on in Vegas, right? Anyway, thank you so much. It's my first birthday present. My birthday's on May 6th. So, ooh, what's that? Got makeup right there. Oh, no. Sorry. What the heck? Some look like some ashes. Okay. Anyway, so forgive me for that little faux right there. Okay. Okay. Or was that a shadow? Could be a shadow. I'm so dingy. Okay, anyway, guys. So thank you so much for this gift. It's so nice. It's so beautiful. And I will wear it and think of you. And also, she sent me a big red butterfly. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And also, it's Zana Richardson's birthday. So happy birthday to you. Anyway, so yay, 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 yay. Michael Jackson, that bull crap extortion scheme in which came a fantasy, child pornography, fiction film with absolutely no witnesses, no proof, no evidence. It's just people talking. That's it. Ain't got nothing. I almost had some evidence. Almost. Anyway, that case has been dismissed again. Okay? This one's Wade Robson. Okay? It got dismissed and then it was revived in appeals because the laws changed as far as the statute of limitations. So it was an extortion scheme by Wade, later joined by James Safechuck, who's already had his dismissed, and some other girl that was just so ridiculous. Hers got dismissed a long time ago. Okay, because they're looking for people saying, did Michael molest you? Come on, let's all get paid. Let's steal money from Michael's family. Okay? And it got dismissed because there's just, if I have not even researched James and Wade that much. Okay, I haven't spent a whole lot of time on there. But I found 60 lies. 60. 60! Now, if I really wanted to go through everything and really wanted to read it and really wanted to, like, do in-depth, there's probably 150 lies. Okay? Just me just doing basic little stuff during leaving Neverland, that bullcrap child pornography film. And if it's ever proven with HBO that it was a lie, it should be, there should be charges of making a child porno film. It's a child porno film because it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. It's made up. But anyway, it's dismissed. Okay? Now, Finaldi, the lawyer for James or Wade, he said, oh, this is wrong. You know, this sets a bad precedent that owners of companies can't be held responsible if they molest children. I will fight all the way to the California Supreme Court. Whatever. You have bad clients. I love that you want to stop victims of child sexual abuse, Mr. Finaldi, but you got bad lying clients. That's the problem. The mission isn't the problem. It's the lying clients that you have. Okay? Now, I can see if there wasn't any kids that we knew about in 93 and 2003. Okay, those allegations. And Wade and James were never, they were on the radar. Nobody talked to them. Nobody questioned them. But they were. They were on the radar. They were questioned. They talked under oath. They were deposed. They testified. Okay? So, come on. Come on. They're lying, Mr. Finaldi. They're lying. And if you want to keep wasting more and more and more money, go ahead. Okay, but I know one thing. While this is still going on, probate can't close, Michael. Okay? It can't close. Because as long as the estate, which is a living estate, by the way, it's a living estate, a living, yes, a living estate, okay? Because he did it back in the 90s, okay? And that's what they're working off of, okay? So Michael is still the trustee and the trustor of the estate, okay? So no matter what you do, you can't change that they don't have any proof, facts, evidence, and clues. All they got is words coming out of their mouth. They have zero. Plus, they're such liars. They lied under oath. They lied being deposed. Okay? They've lied over and over and over and over again. They told the truth in 93 and 2005, but they've been deposed under oath. Okay? And they've lied. Okay? So just quit while you're ahead. You're making a fool of yourself and you're making a mockery, Mr. Finaldi, of kids that were really, really sexually abused. It's a serious topic. It's serious. And with Michael, when I covered the 2005 trial, I was willing to hear that he was guilty. Willing. Even though I prayed to God and I felt in my heart that he wasn't. But what if he was? I would have reported it. I covered the 2005 trial. I was there. I have a whole documentary called Michael Jackson, The Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop, where I'm reporting in real time what happened in the courtroom, because I'm in the courtroom sitting behind his parents and his family. Okay? So if he was guilty, I would have said, yeah, oh God, Michael, dang. Woo, that's tragic, horrible, terrible. But it wasn't true. None of it. None of it was true. And 14 out of 14 counts, not guilty? And then Michael's known as the world's biggest pedophile because of words coming out of people's mouth? And because people trying to extort money from him? He should have never paid the $20 million in the first place. But his insurance paid that. Because he was on tour and you have cancellation insurance. So he took that money and he paid to just get rid of it, just to make it go away. Because at that time, Michael was squeaky clean before that, and he was embarrassed. Okay? And he thought it would go away. He didn't realize that people would think that he would, let's do it again. Yeah, that's a way to get money. That's a way to get paid. Right? No. Okay? No, it's not. And HBO, remember it says perpetual, that you weren't supposed to disparage Michael perpetually. That means forever, ever, forever, ever, 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 ever. Yes, ever, ever. Okay? So we're still waiting for that to come. So we'll just hope that Mr. Finaldi quits while he's ahead. Okay? Now, as far as TV coverage, I did see TV coverage early in the morning on HLN. And they covered it, but I didn't like how they covered it. They covered it as if Michael wasn't innocent, and as if it was a technicality. Okay? They also, wanted to play black and white and kind of, I ain't gonna spend my life being a color. They played that little part, which is kind of offensive, kind of, even though it's not Michael rapping that. Okay, it's somebody else, somebody white rapping that. But for black people, when they hear that, it's like, you don't want to be black anymore, Michael? So they played that, which has weird feelings in it, especially now with Black Lives Matter and black people really caring about black people and black lives, and white people too caring about, black people and black lives. Okay. Also, I told you guys, Circus Soleil, right? That the Michael Jackson 1 store and the Michael Jackson 1 Circus Soleil exhibit was like dusty and falling apart and just not good. Well, anyway, the next day we get this, right? Right after I mention it, we get this story. Michael Jackson's Circus Soleil show is going to return. Okay, it's going to return. And this article here said in September, but I just read an article. It could be the end of October, but it's set to reopen. The MJ1, the tickets aren't yet on sale yet, but Misery, what's that? Yeah, And oh, those tickets are available, but my MJ1 is not yet available. Okay, so but hopefully they'll clean it up. But isn't that great timing? Soon as I mentioned it, and I said, Michael, you got to take care of your stuff. You got to send somebody out there to take care of it because it's looking pretty bad. It's looking pretty sad. Okay. So anyway, I do that because I care. I care about Michael's image. I care about who Michael is, and it's not against the law to fake your death. Okay, it's not against the law to fake your death. All right. Let's see what else I have. I have a couple of more things. Yeah, but there wasn't that much TV coverage on that when Leaving Neverland was on TV. Okay, on the streaming services. And there was a lot of TV coverage about that movie and about this, but hey, we didn't get very much about it's been dismissed. Okay, so he said he's threatening to, I'm going to have to get out of here. He says he's threatening to go to the appeals court or the Supreme Court. You're wasting your time, dude. Okay, and then we have, a clue. Somebody by the name of Sheham sent me a clue. Now, she didn't know that this was going to be a clue. But it was back in 2014, and she was just sending me some stuff about Omar Batty. Now, Omar is not Michael's son, people. He's not. They met when he was like 10 or 12 years old. Oh, okay. They met when he was like 10 or 12 years old. Okay. But this one, they went. Omar in 2014 went to. Let me go here. Went to South Africa, and we know that Michael liked Nelson Mandela from South Africa, even though most of the captured Africans that were forced into slavery did not come from South Africa, but it's still the motherland. So anyway, so these are the skeletons. Another living dead clue, because we know that Michael liked ghosts, zombies, skeletons, werewolves, and mummies. He was going to be the living dead. He was telling us for years that he was going to, probably retire by faking his death and to escape the BS, right? To escape the BS. All right. And then there's not a whole lot to report. And then if anybody wants to challenge me with standing, the Michael Jackson estate, I welcome it. The Jackson family, I welcome it. The Los Angeles courts, LA courts, I welcome it. I welcome the coroner, and I welcome, who else did I say? And I welcome Forest Lawn. Any of you guys to prove to me that Michael Joe Jackson is dead. Okay? We got all death documents in the wrong name. Still no name. Oh, still no name on the crypt. And guess what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to go to forestlawn.com. I go like maybe a couple times a year just to see if he's listed in the database. Okay, to see if they finally, after almost 12 years, have they listed Michael in the database. And anybody who thinks it's for privacy is just ridiculous. The world believes that he's buried here. There were 2 ceremonies at Forest Lawn. Okay, they covered it. There's no secrecy. His name is not on the crypt because he's not dead, because he's not in there. Okay, and I wonder who would want to call me right in the middle of doing my life. He's not dead. He's not buried. Okay, here's Forest Lawn. So we'll do this together. Okay, so this is forestlawn.com. Any other third-party website, they don't count. This is the mortuary. This is their official website, Forest Lawn's website. So find a service or a grave, and then let's put in Michael, and let's put in Jackson, and let's search. Let's search. There's a Michael Jackson. It's Michael Reed Jackson, okay, who died in 1971. And he's at the Covina Hills Mortuary. There is no Michael Jackson. See? There is no Michael Jackson listed in the Forest Lawn database. There never has been, ever. And there's no name on the grave as well. I mean, just that alone should be like, oh, let me watch Pearl's documentaries. Oh my God. That should be enough to just tell you that something ain't right. And all the death documents are in the wrong name? Yeah, I said it, Mr. Coroner. You lied and said you named and identified the body by a California driver's license, and there's no California driver's license in the name of Michael Joseph Jackson that was born in August of 1958 and died, quote unquote, June 25th, 2009. There is no driver's license. Okay? There is none in the name of Michael Joseph Jackson. Then you told me, when I sent you a Freedom of Information Act, You told me you sent all driver's licenses back to the California Department of Motor Vehicles. Well, I contacted the Department of Motor Vehicles, and they said they don't have anything to match my request. Okay? You guys, watch my documentaries. It's all in there. LA courts with the alleged victim, alleged date. Alleged victim. I listen to court cases all the time. I fall asleep on forensic files, okay? And on Dateline and whatever, Oxygen, Snapped, or whatever TV shows, court TV. They don't say alleged victim, and they damn sure don't say alleged date. Alleged victim, Michael Joseph Jackson. Alleged date, June 25th, 2009. Why is the date of death alleged? That's supposed to be a fact, right? June 25th, 2009. But nope, in LA courts it says alleged, which means they did not prove that to be true, which tells me, as well as so much more information, that Michael Jackson replaced that body with a cryonic body double. Propofol matches, the mark on the chest matches, even though that machine that they used in cryonics to pump the heart, now they're using it in certain ambulances in certain places because they used it on George Floyd. Okay, you know, so I called the Beverly Hills police paramedics, and I asked them if they used that certain device, and I know the name of it, I just can't think of it right now, that device, and they said no, they don't. Okay, and they never have, and they still don't. Okay, so, you know, and at UCLA, the name was Soleil Shawn and Trauma Gershwin. When the ambulance supposed to fill it out with Michael Jackson and spelled his name wrong, got the date of death, the date of the birthday wrong, got the zip code wrong. If the ambulance put his name, why didn't it just transfer to UCLA in that name? Because Dr. Murray was there to make sure it didn't, because Dr. Murray would have been responsible for identifying the dead body. That's why Dr. Murray gave them the wrong name of Soleil Shawn, and the blood work was done under Trauma Gershwin. Okay? 911 mentioned no call. Dr. Murray refused to say the dead body was dead because he did not want to sign a document saying that it was Michael Jackson when it wasn't. So who's at fault the most here? It's the coroner, and it's LA courts. They covered it up. So there's a lot more to this story, guys. There's so much more. Please watch my Alive docu-series. Here it is, Alive 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's 350 minutes slam packed with proof, evidence, facts, and clues that Michael Joe Jackson faked his death. And also, I don't have A Prisoner of Fame here, but also the short film A Prisoner of Fame. That shows you what happened based on Alive 2. What happened the night, on the wee hours in the night of June 25th, 2009, before the morning came. Okay? So, I guess, guys, that's about it. Oh yeah, Joe Jackson, Teresa said. Joe Jackson, oops. And they're right, Joe Jackson. I don't know where the body is. Better ask somebody who know. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that right now. It's funny. And then all the death photos are fake with the black ear, no black ear, black ear, no black ear. I mean, the neck sizes. I mean, it's just all fake. And then I do have, people that scare me. I have this one stalker that's like obsessed and hates my guts because I'm saying Michael's alive. Yeah, that's bad as James and Wade saying Michael molested them. Oh, Michael being alive is a terrible thing. It's good news. It's good news that he escaped the haters. Of course he did. Okay, and a documentary is a place where you get proof, facts, evidence, and clues. Anyway, I gotta go. Okay, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.